Hi everyone, welcome to your live outlook for Taurus season, which we're just about to move into. Happy full moon in Libra to all of you. I hope you've all made the most of this full moon. I hope it's been a good week, a good month in general for you as we move now towards Taurus season and as we just start to get a slightly easier and lighter energy, hopefully. Hi, Sarah. If you're here, don't be shy. Please say hi in the chat. Hi, Afro Princess. And please, if you're here, please like the video. Please share the video. That helps a huge amount. Hi, Michelle. Take the time to settle in. Sit down. Have a lie down if you prefer. Get yourself nice and relaxed. Nice and open. Take some deep cleansing breaths. Hi, Matt. And we'll get a look at in a moment in what the collective is looking at for Taurus season, and then we'll get a picture for the 12 signs. And please let me know how you're all doing. I hope it's being a good weekend, a good start to the weekend for you. I hope it's been a good week and a good month for you. I'm feeling the energies lifting a bit at this time. Things are just getting a bit easier. Things are flowing a bit more. Hi, Trisha. I'm doing good, thank you. It's been a really positive week for me. Okay, the first card for the collective has jumped on the floor, so give me a second whilst I get that. The focus for the collective. You're flying out on Monday, Matt. That's really exciting for you. Wish you all the best with this big move for you. Okay, hi Teresa. It's nice to see so many familiar faces or names here. Okay, so the picture for the collective for Taurus season. Okay. Hi, Hooks Fremont. I'm feeling collectively like there's a lot of endings at this time, or they may not be like immediate endings, but these are things that might have ended some time ago, but it's like we're finally releasing the last of them. We're finally able to turn away from what might have ended within the past few months or even the past couple of years. And then we sort of, okay, finally that's gone. I can breathe. I'm going to move on with my life. And I feel this is happening collectively as well. So I feel there are collective mindsets, belief systems, things that we've largely shifted past, but then still some of the old has been lingering. But I feel we're pulling away from that at this time. And I feel that we're adjusting our relationship to the past, both collectively and individually, so as it holds less of a tight pull on us. This feels like a loosening. It feels very, very loose, very, very free. This is very exciting. And I feel that as a result, we're no longer going to be affected or triggered in the same ways that we were before. And I feel like for a lot of us, it's like there are these things that we felt we should have moved past, we felt we have moved past them. And then suddenly something happens and we're right back in that. We're responding or reacting in the old way. And then we're kind of like, why am I still reacting like that? I've moved on from that. I said goodbye to that. I feel now that we are actually saying goodbye to those things collectively. And this opens up a lot of space, a lot of freedom, a lot of room just to get going. And that's true collectively as well as individually. So what we're dealing with collectively is the 6 of Cups. And I feel with the Six of Cups, a big part of this is that we can look back at the past, but we're no longer controlled by it in the same way. And it means we can also reframe the past. So it's not all just this nightmare, this turmoil, this trauma, abuse, or whatever else we've been through. It's kind of like, no, okay, I'm seeing a bigger picture, a bigger flow of events. And because I'm seeing that, I can now change the narrative. I can see that in that context. And now I'm able to just move on with my life, safe in the knowledge that that just doesn't affect me as much as it did. So that's kind of a big shift. It's kind of a big shift. I'm no longer being controlled by the past. And we're seeing now our pasts collectively and individually for what they are, where they've led us. So this isn't about the moon anymore. It's not feeling controlled in that sense. It's not suddenly being yanked back by a reflection of the past. That's entirely where we're going away from. And it's all about the freedom to move, to create, and to do so really quickly. So I talk about the tides loosening, and it's just, there is just space to move, basically. And that means we can harness the energy of the Eight of Wands at this time. And this is really, really powerful. We're both, in terms of what we were sort of lugging around, what was weighing us down, being lifted and flowing off. But we're also then able to move quickly, and we're able to glimpse so much more in the way of possibilities. And I feel even those of us who have felt that we're open and looking to the new things and seeing different ways things can happen, I feel that between that and where we're going now, it's unrecognizable. Suddenly it's like all these doors fly open and we're ready to be able to go through them. Such a big difference. And the reason that's there is that we're reaching more emotional maturity, we're reaching more responsibility. So we're not just projecting feelings or emotions outwards, but we're also able to take any tough stuff, tough experiences, and look at it in that bigger context. And yes, we feel everything. We feel the emotions, feel the deeper feelings. But that doesn't then drive certain actions, certain reactions that were there before. So with the King of Cups coming in, we remind ourselves to move into this space. And it's almost like we acknowledge all we're feeling, all our experiences, past and present. But we can hold something to one side. If we don't feel that this is something that applies to us anymore, we acknowledge that, we acknowledge the feeling in relation to it, but then we hold it there. We hold it there. It still has space, it still exists, but we don't have to stare at it, and we can look at where we're going instead, what we are pleased about. And that balance then exists, and that helps us all tremendously emotionally. That's hugely, hugely exciting. Now, what does this mean? This means that it becomes easier for us to work, to create. It becomes easier for us to co-create, not just with the universe, but with each other. I feel that we are moving into a space where it's easier to be around other people. And often this can be people coming from different places, different backgrounds, people with different views, different value systems, but we start to fit together with them, because this old stuff that is holding us in place, that's loosening. So it's no longer, oh my goodness, well, I'm this, so I have to be around this sort of person. These are the only people I can work with. I have to work in this way. I feel that those constraints are the things that are going. And that's all the learned stuff that is going. That's all the stuff that's been reflected through our actions, through our experiences. That just loosens up. That moves us collectively to a space of the Three of Crystals. And again, the possibilities that are opening up, and we're open to them. We're open to different ideas around us, different possibilities, different ways of doing things. This is coming through really, really strongly for the collective at this time. We can hold space. We can take other people's views, experiences, who they are, into account, whilst holding our own truth within this. But there's just this lightness that flows through us all the way through, and we can still look back and we can see things in a different way. It's no longer scary. Because it's no longer scary, that's why we have this space then to move, to grow, to be able to deal with any upsets or differences with other people, which is what we need to be doing going forwards. Because it's like we have to get past this idea that of having these ideas that are rooted. This is my belief. This is where the world has to go. Anyone who doesn't agree with that wholeheartedly has to be pushed to one side. This isn't working because none of us has the answer completely there. So there's this openness, and this is just allowing us to balance things out, to come together more and more, and to create in a far, far more effective way alongside each other. And we feel strong. We're looking outwards. It's such an outward perspective at this time. And that's the energy that we're moving into collectively as we move into Taurus season. And a big part of this for me is that we've had a number of planets in Pisces for a while, but that's shifting now. We're now getting more and more planets moving into Aries, and suddenly we're able to move things forward, tear things up a bit. But I don't feel it's destructive. I feel this is really creative. I feel that we come to terms with so much stuff, including with ourselves, our own roles within this, the roles that we've played, the things we've experienced. All of this opens us up, and we're able to work in these new and very different ways. That's kind of the collective picture. It's hugely, hugely exciting. I'm going to move on now to pull cards for the 12 signs. Hi to everyone just tuning in. Hi, Dimitri. Hi, Nicole. Hi to everyone else. If you're here, please like the video. Please share the video. I'm going to move on now to the 12 signs, and I'm going to start off with Aries. So this is going to be Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Taurus season. It's wonderful to see so many of you here. It's 1 a.m. in this country, would you believe? It's been a busy day. Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Taurus season. Aries. Okay, Aries. Thank you, Michelle. Aries, this is exciting for you. This is really exciting for you. And I know the sun is just finishing its transit through your sign, but it's kind of like, because of all that Pisces energy hanging around, you haven't quite felt yourself even during Aries season. However, that really changes now. So I feel that where you were running up against people, situations that kind of threw you back, put you on the back foot at times, now you're in this place where you can absolutely fuck those situations off and just turn away and do what you want to. And this is so freeing for you. It's really, really freeing for you. And it comes from somewhere really deep. Because I feel like you've been having to intellectualize, having to justify yourself. Plan. I don't feel you need to anymore. I feel for this month for you, Aries, it's all about being out in it, being able to go and move and be right, embodying yourself and in that moment. So your first card, Aries, is the Sun. And I feel like for a lot of you, it's just, what a relief. It's about time. Where were you on my birthday? It's this kind of thing. But now you are right there. And it's like you're re-emerging. You're reborn in this situation. You're able to just get out and do stuff. Suddenly there's this burst of energy as well. But it's also about the fact that you're just not taking any crap either. You're not taking any crap. And this opens you to really exciting situations, really exciting new beginnings, and just being able to feel everything. to feel everything with the Ace of Cups coming in. So for some of you, I feel that you're going to feel rejuvenated. For some of you, your relationships are going to feel rejuvenated. And for some of you, you're finally able to start new relationships. And a big part of this as well is that I feel you are breaking out of old patterns, breaking out of old relationships, or breaking away from the legacy of old relationships, of abusive relationships, of relationships that didn't serve you, relationships that may have been codependent, or anything else, or just things that held you back, things that drained you, things that you didn't feel able to express within. You are freeing yourself from that this month, Aries. This is hugely exciting with the Sun and with the Ace of Cups. Now, what you need to do when you're approaching this is you need to have no illusions about what you're moving into. You go in with an almost clean slate. Yes, you have the lessons, you have the experience, but it's also just being open to whatever else is out there. So you also have the Fool showing up for you at this time, Aries. And this is all about just going out and being ready to feel it. Whatever was behind you, this is gone. You move into this exciting new space and you don't know what's in front of you. You don't know what's in front of you. But not knowing what's in front of you is way better than just staring at a situation that's not right for you, staring at a person that's not right for you, staring at a belief about yourself that doesn't do you justice. All of those you stare away from, and you are in this space now of feeling reborn. This is huge. It's exciting. What it's not for you is any need to be a Queen of Swords. I don't feel like you have to go in hard. I don't feel like you have to tear up situations, tear into people or anything like it. And nor do you have to plan, nor do you have to overthink everything. It's not like that for you at this time, Aries. Instead, it's all just about turning away from that, going somewhere else. The 10 of Wands shows up for you. You are turning away from what has strained you, what has burdened you. Even though you're still carrying yourself and the things that you're doing with you, you feel lighter. You feel lighter because nobody else is calling the shots on you, calling the shots in your life anymore. And you're not here to have other people call the shots on you, Aries. That's entirely not who you are. But nor do you then have to tear into them, tear them up or anything else. You don't need to. You feel free. You feel free and you're able to go and do the things that you need to as these possibilities open up for you. And you're just going to feel so alive this month. Such a relief for you, Aries. I hope that makes sense for you. The next sign is going to be Taurus in Taurus season. Taurus, sun, moon, and rising for Taurus season. The sun is entering your sign, Taurus. What an exciting time for you. If you're half as free as Aries are, this is going to mean a lot to you. Taurus. Hi, Tara. First two cards have flipped up for you, Taurus. Okay, Taurus. You're holding back, I feel, still, Taurus. So you're that little bit behind Aries, if you like, which kind of makes sense. But you're like, I don't want to do anything just yet. I want to see what's coming. Don't want to make any sudden moves, rash decisions, any commitments at this time. So you're a little bit hesitant, a little bit wanting to know what's coming. It could be slowing you up a bit. I feel you're putting yourself and other people under quite a lot of pressure. And I feel that this is also, it's also blocking you from deep relationships at this time, Taurus, if that makes sense to you. You have the Ten of Wands showing up. The Ten of Wands flipped out with the Two of Cups. So I feel like in terms of connections and love in your life in particular, you're umming and ahhing. You're not wanting to commit, not wanting to step too far. You're holding yourself off in that sense. You're holding yourself off in that sense. And I feel that's from overthinking. With the Queen of Swords showing up as well for you, this is you overthinking, I feel. And it's you wanting to exercise quite a lot of control. And I feel that you need to exercise control at this time, but it's control over yourself, not over the other that you want to be exercising. And you still need to be open to what the other has to offer. You see, I feel that you're quite closed off at this time, quite defensive. And because you're quite defensive, you're also guarding your heart. You know, I don't want to get hurt again. But there is kind of a need to be able to be more open than that at this time, Taurus. And I don't feel you're quite there. I feel this month is where you get there. So I feel this month is going to help you to move from the Ten of Wands, which is just overburdening. And I feel that you'll move towards a Two of Cups over the course of the month. You'll move towards this openness. Now, in order to do that, there's a need for you to embody the energy of the Emperor. So this is about laying new foundations, new structures, but it's about harnessing your own power. It's about trusting your own power, trusting yourself. At the moment, you don't quite trust yourself. You don't quite trust yourself. And so you're closing yourself off. And because you don't quite trust yourself, you're also trying to exert control over the other. And I feel that it's not very warm. And with the Emperor, you need to offer a bit of warmth. I feel that the people who want to connect to you need a bit of guidance and support in their lives. And I don't feel like you're feeling you can take that on at this time. So you need to be gentle, but I feel that you need to be open and you need to be careful of your mind playing tricks, old ideas and old experiences playing tricks, feeling like everything just goes wrong because it has before, that this situation reminds you of an old one. I feel you have to discard that one. You have to really discard that and be more open at this time, because I feel that love is right there for you if you approach things in that way. Whereas if you just see it as an imposition and a strain and extra responsibility, you struggle. You struggle. So you're advised to work with the energy of the Three of Wands. So I don't feel you have to go all out, you know, but I feel that you start to lay new structures, new ways of doing things. You relate in new ways. And things then start to come to fruition for you. You start to see the love in front of you. You start to see that people care about you, want to be with you, want to support you, see the work that you've done. This is very, very exciting for you if you can stop viewing every other person, the people who want to be close to you, as an extra strain. You have to lighten your own load, but I don't feel like you need to be perceiving other people as an extra load as well. I feel you've got a lot on, you're doing a lot of really, really good work. But I feel that just this openness means that you won't be quite so defensive, quite so closed off. You won't have this need to demand to know everything before you take steps, before you take chances. The Three of Wands is there for you to be open to what's coming in and to trust in your own power as the Emperor. And this then helps you move past as well this space of the Nine of Wands. And with the Nine of Wands, I feel that you're just that bit closed off. You know, I'm doing my own thing. I'm keeping an eye out, but I'm in defensive mode. I feel that over this course of this month, you can start to move out of that defensive mode. That can enable you then to open your heart and to lay new structures with the people you want to connect to and be close to. I hope that makes sense for you, Taurus. The next sign is going to be Gemini. Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Taurus season. Gemini. 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 Okay, Gemini. You're very focused, Gemini. Very focused. There's a lot of intent within you. And with this, you're feeling powerful. You're feeling able to act. And I feel that this manages to intensify as the month goes on for you. I feel that you're focused on a particular goal. Now, for some of you, this is a way that you want to move forward at work. And for others of you, this is about a relationship, somebody you're interested in. I feel like for some of you Geminis, there's somebody you've been interested in for a while, and they might suspect your feelings, they might not. But I feel like you kind of take them by surprise this month by actually showing them who you are, and being open to them as well. And it's like you've wanted to do this for a while, and then you've been like, no, hold it together, hold it together, hold it together. It's not time yet, it's not time yet, it's not time yet. I feel that's actually an odd pattern playing out for you. But I feel that you're going to get a lot more focused and really go after the things that you want to this month, Gemini. And this is quite exciting for you as well. So you're coming in as the Empress this month. So you're in this strong place, Gemini. You're in a really strong and powerful and creative place. But I also feel that you're quite unflappable compared to where you normally are. I don't feel like you're having the battle to hold it together. I feel like you're feeling mature, you're feeling wise, you're feeling really in control, and other people are seeing you for that as well. There is this recognition for you, there is this respect that people are holding for you, and you are able to draw on that, and that is allowing you to feel able to do so much more than you have before, Gemini. It's not about the King of Cups. So there is no need to close yourself off, because I don't feel like you're going to be shaken, going to be flapped in the ways that you have been in the past. This King of Cups is very much, you know, it's holding, but telling the water to stay back, telling people to stay back. I'm going to be all by myself, and that's how I'm going to be fine. You don't need to be there anymore. You're in this space of the Empress instead, where you are so much more commanding, so much more commanding, so much more aware of yourself and your own power, and you're standing in it. The Six of Wands is showing up as well. So you need to celebrate yourself. The things that you've done, the person you've become, the experiences that you've had, and who they've made you into. But you are in this really strong space of the Six of Cups. This is what you do with that Empress energy now, is you feel it, you embody it, and you get out there and you stand out as the person that you have become, all that you are, and you head towards the things that you desire. This is hugely exciting for you, Gemini. You're in this really strong place. As you do that, I feel that doors open for you. Things start to come your way. You start to get accolades, recognition, but more than that, you get the things that you want. With the Three of Wands showing up again, I absolutely feel that you start to find the things that you want. And what's more, you're quite fearless as a result of this. The more you celebrate yourself, the more fearless you are, the more you're able to connect to people, the more you're able to commit to going after the things that you want. You're able to pursue them. You're able to believe in your ability to have the things that you want, to connect with the people who you want to connect to have the work that you want, to have the home that you want. All of this starts to open up for you, and you're really feeling it and really believing it the more of this you do. And a big part of this for you this month is affirmations. It's celebrating yourself, but it's just feeling powerful and able to do things. This is tremendously healing for you, but it also just expands your horizons. It stops you from looking backwards, looking over your shoulder. Your final card is the Queen of Pentacles. So you are looking forward, looking upwards, and you're expecting good things to come to you, beautiful things to come to you, as well as material things coming to you. But you start to feel more and more embodied as a result of this. You feel more and more grounded and rooted, but you become more and more hopeful as the month goes on, Gemini. So not only do you start to gain the things that you desire, but then your horizons expand. You can see more that can come your way. You're open to more, and it all starts from believing in yourself and who you have become, carrying that Empress energy with you, and with that being able then to attract exactly what you want as well. This is really healing for you. It's really powerful. I'm really excited for you for this month, Gemini. The next sign is going to be Cancer. Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Taurus season. Cancer. 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 Okay, Cancer. Beautiful Beautiful, beautiful energy for you this month, Cancer. And I feel that you're able to help and guide other people with this energy as well. This is a month when you're able to do things, but it's not just being able to do things. You're able to not be overwhelmed. You're not reacting. You're not being triggered so much. You are feeling yourself. You're feeling love for those around you. For those people who are having a hard time, you're stepping in, you're acknowledging what they're going through, their emotional difficulties, their pain, but you're also offering guidance and support. And for some of you, you're going to be playing this role with a partner, potentially a new partner. This is big. It's exciting for you, and you're feeling like a world beater. But what's more, you're encouraging those other people to feel like world beaters as well. You're talking them through their difficulties, acknowledging what it is, but then you're helping them through them. You're bringing people with you. You're not having to go it alone. And this is opening you up to deeper connection, whether that's with an existing partner or a new partner. There is this sense in which you connect on this much deeper level, Cancer. It's all about the Ace of Cups for you, Cancer. So I feel that you can be this guiding light for people. You can be this kind of beacon almost that people gravitate towards. And I feel that in particular romantic partners are going to do this. But more than that, I feel that those people who are around you are going to see you as this beacon of light, this hope, this person who can help, who can show them the way through, help them with the way through. And you're wide open to doing this month. It's not about the Four of Swords. So you don't feel a need to hide, to rest, to recover, to overthink. I feel you've been doing that, Cancer. That's done. And now you have the energy, not just for yourself, but for other people as well. And you're not taking any crap, but you're also encouraging other people not to take any crap. You're supporting them through what they're doing. With the Ace of Cups showing up, you also have the Two of Cups showing up. So I feel that your connections on a heart level with people are deepening. Really, really deepening. And this includes romantic partners, whether those are current or whether they're new. There is just this space for you to connect because you are attractive at this time. People are drawn to you at this time. This is really exciting for you. It's about new beginnings. It's about understanding your own power, that you can play this role, and potentially it's about fated encounters and fated relationships as well. Ones that you're now ready for, which you may not have been before because you weren't ready to step into this role, into this kind of power, but now you are. With the Magician showing up as well, you are absolutely in this space. And this is why nothing is bothering you, because you're like, no, I know what I'm doing. I know what I desire. I'm going to make this happen. And you'll turn to other people, and it will be like from you to them, acknowledging what they're going through, but also being, what is it that you desire? What is it that you want to happen? And then you're showing them, helping them through that, showing them how it's possible for them to claim their own power as well. And this is all about that deep love that you're showing and that they are showing to you in return. All of this starts to break down the binds, the barriers, the roadblocks, all the things that have been holding you and other people back. That gets pulled away because I feel that the fear starts to go, the doubt starts to go, the, oh no, this can't possibly happen, I can't do it this way, it's always gone wrong in the past. All of that goes, and you can just see the way through, see the way past. So you break out of the Eight of Swords and you help other people to break out of their Eight of Swords as well. The anxiety dies down in people because you guide them through it and you acknowledge that what they're feeling, experiencing is real, but you help them through it because you're doing this for yourself and you can offer it to other people as well. And then you move forward together. And for some of you, that's going to mean new relationships or deeper and strengthened relationships. Hugely, hugely powerful and exciting for you this month, Cancer. The next sign is going to be Leo. Leo, sun, moon, and rising for Taurus season. Leo. Hi, Erin. Leo. Leo. Okay, Leo. Tremendous and exciting for you, Leo. This is very new relationship-y for you, Leo. I'm surprised how much that's coming up, but it is. I feel like this is a new relationship, but not a new person for you, Leo, if that makes sense. I feel this is somebody who you know already, but your relationship to them is deepening at this time. However, it's not going to really catch on fire and move if you pursue them or press them too much. You kind of need to be open and receptive to this person. I feel like for a lot of you, Leos, you like to pursue in relationships, even though you like attention and everything. You like to be the one who's doing the flirting, doing the chatting up, convincing somebody to go out with you, winning them over. But I feel that you need to be a little bit more receptive this month for things to really move. And I don't feel like it's a new person, but I feel that it's a chance for you potentially to develop in this way. The Ace of Cups shows up for you as well, Leo. Seeing a lot of the Ace of Cups today. You are very, very attractive, and because you're attractive, it's not about going and pursuing and looking for somebody new. It's right there for you. However, it's not about the Fool. So I don't feel like this is a brand new person. I feel that this is a development with somebody who you already know, who you already have contact with. That's the direction that this moves in for you. Now, you might have been a bit closed off to this kind of relationship for a while, unless you're in control of it. Because I feel that if somebody is interested in you or wants to get too close, you're kind of like, well, that might compromise my independence. You like being quite independent as well, don't you, Leo? You like feeling quite embodied, and you're also worried then about being sort of ungrounded, unrooted. But I feel that doesn't have to be a concern anymore. I don't feel that this disrupts you in that sense. In fact, I feel that this person is interested in you precisely because of your independence, because of the things that you've been achieving for yourself. With the Nine of Pentacles showing up, I feel you're grounded, and I feel they just come to you. They're right there in front of you. They're right there in front of you. You might not even have noticed them because you've been so fixated on other things, maybe getting into rows, into battles with other people. Oh, this is my pressing thing. This is the most important thing. This is the most important thing. You've been so busy. You've been so busy doing things that are not that fulfilling for you, getting drained or dragged back by things that don't matter that much to you. And yet I feel like you've been like you've got to be in your bonnet at times. You won't let go of things, but you need to let go of them. You come back to yourself instead, and you open yourself with the Ace of Cups and with the Page of Cups. There's somebody there who has noticed you, who is so interested in you. And I feel that you have those feelings too, if only you open yourself to them and let yourself receive them. Allow yourself to follow and be guided by them. And this needs to be so light. It's not about pursuing someone. It's not about winning someone over. It's not about making someone yours on either side. It's all about that moment where you stare into each other's eyes and really feel it in a deeper way than you have done before. That really opens the door for you, Leo. Your final card is the Lovers. And with the Lovers, this is all about feeling ready, but also recognizing how much this person means to you, how much you mean to them, how much you support each other. This is tremendously exciting for you, Leo. This can be a really exciting month for you, but it needs you to be open to all of this. I hope that makes sense for you, Leo. Remember, everyone, these are predictive readings. This is what's happening for you over the next month. So if someone says, this isn't happening for me yet, it's not supposed to have been. This is happening for you over the course of the next month. I hope that makes sense for you, Leo. The next sign is going to be Virgo. Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Taurus season. I'm using the cards to predict the future, but therefore the future is not the present. Like, no, this isn't time limited. Maybe you're moving into some of this already, but these are predictions for your next month. Virgo's first cards have helpfully fallen on the floor. Here we go, Virgo. Virgo. And obviously these are general readings as well, so check your Sun, Moon, and Rising. They obviously can't apply to every single person with a Sun, Moon, or Rising placement in that sign, but these are the energies that are affecting all of that sign at this time. It's just going to play out in different ways. Obviously, if you want a look at what's happening for you personally, please book me for a personal reading. These are the general energies that are being brought through here. So Virgo. Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Virgo. Okay, Virgo. You have been resisting something, Virgo. I feel that you've been in a routine, in a way of doing things, not wanting to be snapped out of it, not wanting to be broken out of it. I'm going to keep doing this. And other people are trying to catch your attention, but you're like, no, I'm still doing this. I'm still doing this. And it's like you can't let go of what you're doing because you feel like if you did that, that'd be a failure if you followed your feelings, followed your heart. It'll be no good for you. And so you're trying to hold it together, trying to hold it together, trying to hold it together, and you don't need to be. Go outside, Virgo. Go and be with people. Go and meet new people. Go and work with new people. Go and connect with new people. Because that's where you're going to start to feel it. And that's where you're going to start to feel like you can do more. Otherwise, I feel like you keep draining yourself by doing the same thing over and over again. You have the Fool showing up for you. So, like, get away from that desk, get away from that computer, go outside and be ready for something new, Virgo. I hope this makes sense to you. It's not about strength for you. You don't have to keep putting yourself through this, denying yourself the things that you want to do, denying yourself the ability to be with the people you want to be with. You're absolutely able to go and do that, you know? But whose tune are you dancing to by just doing the same thing over and over again? Because I don't feel like it's necessarily yours. With the Three of Pentacles showing up for you at this time, Virgo, I feel this is about how you're going to fit together with other people. You can't do that by yourself. You can't do that by yourself, and you harm yourself by doing that. You get drained, you get tired, you get demoralized. You don't give yourself the love that you need, and you have no one else giving it to you because you're so closed off, and it just drains you, and there's no need for it. There's no need for it. You need to be out doing new things with people at this time. With the Two of Cups showing up for you, this is going to really connect you to people. Maybe in a romantic sense, maybe not, but it's also going to increase your self-love as well, Virgo. And I feel that's been lacking for you a bit. I feel that you've just been trying to push yourself through and do all of these things, and they're so mundane and monotonous, and even you are sick of it at times, but you don't allow yourself to get up and step away. Well, this month you're going to step away from that, Virgo. You're going to go and be with other people, work with other people, connect with other people. It's going to help you a great deal. It's going to put some life back into you. You come out of this as the Emperor. So you feel stronger. You feel more able to move, more able to go, more able to carve out a direction that isn't just the same boring routine things over and over again. I can feel that it's boring you as well, Virgo. And you're like, it's a sunny, people are like, it's a sunny day. Why don't you come out? Why don't you come and work with me on this? Why don't you come out with me? You've got to say yes this month, Virgo. You've absolutely got to say yes this month. Allow yourself to connect in those ways. It's really going to help you. You don't need to be holding yourself back, denying yourself. Allow yourself to feel, allow yourself to follow your feelings. You'll be doing a lot better as you come out of Taurus season. I hope that makes sense for you, Virgo. The next sign is going to be Libra. Libra, sun, moon, and rising for Taurus season. Libra. 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 Okay, Libra. Never stops, does it? Okay, Libra. Another romantic thing for you, but I feel that you've been going about romance in slightly the wrong way, Libra. And you're coming now just out of a full moon. In fact, 2 full moons in a row in your sign. So it is time to balance things out and shift them a bit. I feel like you've been interested in somebody for a while, or maybe dating somebody for a while, maybe going out with somebody for a while, maybe in the early stages of a relationship. But I feel like, and this is a very Libran trait, I feel like you're giving over a lot of yourself to them. You are kind of being whoever they need you to be, making yourself very available, being very supportive, very validating, all these wonderful Libran traits, but they're a little bit out of whack at this time. And that's actually stalling things a bit for you, Libra. And I feel that it's put you under a bit of strain and it's not actually got you where you want to be. And yet with an adjustment, this relationship can improve a huge amount for you. I hope this is going to make sense. So you're coming in now instead as the Knight of Pentacles. You know what you want and you've been working hard to get it. Been working hard to get it by doing what you always do to win people over. It's a bit formulaic. There's not that much self-expression within it, Libra. I feel that you're thinking too much of the other. Too much of the other, not enough of yourself. You're selling yourself kind of short. And at times you make up your mind, I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm going to express myself more. I'm going to be myself. I'm going to allow them to help me out. And then you drop back into that way of doing things again, Libra. You drop back into that way of doing things. You need to lose that conflict, that dynamic, that 5 of Swords that is showing up. Because I feel essentially that you keep doing this because you're worried that you lose that person otherwise. But actually, I feel that what means that you're not connecting properly with them is the simple fact that you're not being yourself enough. You're offering to be whoever they need you to be, but you're not being yourself enough. This is a pattern for you. It locks you really tightly and it's not healthy for you. You need to come back to yourself a bit more. The Emperor is showing up for you. You're seeing a lot of the Emperor today. So this is both about embodying yourself, your own identity, your true essence, allowing that to grow. It also means this person may be an Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising as well. Not unusual for you, Libra. You like your opposite sign. But I feel that far more it's about being able to embody yourself, the I am part of yourself. This is the key here. With the Knight of Pentacles, you can trust yourself to be grounded within that. You can be quite receptive as well, but you don't need to keep bending, shaping, twisting in this way. Have some hope with this. If you're somebody you're interested in, things haven't happened yet, or they haven't deepened as much as you would like, there is a message of hope for you with the Star. But with the Star as well, it's also knowing that they're there. You don't have to keep doing all of this work for their attention or to win them over. You only need to be yourself, Libra. And the more that you kind of release these old behaviors, which are a bit defensive, which come from a lack of self-confidence, which is not necessary at this time, possibly come from old situations, or come from this sense that if I don't do this, then there's no way they'll be interested in me. That's bullshit. They will, and they are if they're somebody who is right for you. If they see you for who you are, they absolutely will be. Then this becomes really strong for you. You're another sign with the 2 of Cups showing up, Libra, But in order to be able to get to that level of connection with this person, for things to deepen this much, to become more real, you have to love yourself enough to be yourself and stop trying to be anyone else in these circumstances. I hope that makes sense for you, Libra. The more you show yourself as who you are and not depend your identity and your persona on being something for somebody else, the more you're actually going to develop the very connection and relationship that you want there, Libra. The next sign is going to be Scorpio. Scorpio's sun, moon, and rising for Taurus season. Scorpio. Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio, there's this this is coming from actually a lack of confidence that you don't admit to yourself or anyone else. It's also a pattern that needs to shift, that needs to change. This is a complicated picture with lots of court cards in it, so I'm going to pull this together for you. You are vigilant. You're very vigilant, maybe about one person or two people in particular. And maybe it's not just vigilance, maybe it's intrigue, over interest. You want to see what this person is doing, what this person's doing. You're tracking their moves. You're watching the things that they're doing. There may be a bit of jealousy or lack of self-confidence here. And you also feel like they're watching you. They're watching you, so you're watching them. And they're watching you, so you're watching them. And this is, it's okay to be vigilant. This isn't a healthy dynamic. It isn't a healthy dynamic, and maybe you're feeling exposed. And it's okay to close yourself off a bit, but you can't fixate on other people like this all the time, Scorpio, and that's the sense that I'm getting. You're watching them really closely because you're like, yeah, but if they come for me, I want to know their weak spot. So I want to be able to get into them, get at them. Maybe I'll get at them first just in case. It's this kind of thing, Scorpio. This kind of thing with you coming in as the Knight of Wands. You're not really thinking this through either. It's become automatic. I don't like them. I don't trust them. I want to have all the dirt on them. I want to know all their weak spots. And then if they try anything, I've got them. I'll match them. I'll take them down. How exhausting must that be? How exhausting must that be? That's going to drain you. No wonder the song's off limits to you. That's draining you. You're closing off. All of your energy going on that, Scorpio. That's not great. And I feel that you're so fixated on that. You're not seeing what's right in front of you. You're not grounded. You're not healing. And you need to be doing all of these things. So you need at this time to be more of a Queen of Pentacles. You need to just feel okay within yourself. Not checking over your shoulder, looking over your shoulder. This lack of confidence that's making you quite aggressive. It's okay to have some stuff up your sleeve. It's okay to be holding a bit of power, but you're doing far more than that. You're giving this person power over you. If it's more than one person, you're giving these people power over you because you're putting everything into that. It's not helping you. It's absolutely not helping you. It shows a lack of faith in yourself, a lack of faith in the universe. It's all very, very difficult. And you don't have to go and one-up them either. You don't have to one-up them. You don't have to show yourself to be more than them. I feel that part of this is also therefore competitiveness, but that's not needed either. Come back to yourself with the Queen of Pentacles and come back to your own healing, because this is showing something that is unhealed. This is an unhealed pattern. It's one that you're able to start to heal and move past. Queen of Wands also shows up for you. So I feel then that this becomes about being able to heal and trust yourself and your own power far, far more. It doesn't mean that you don't ever face any shit from anyone, but there's a difference between being confident in yourself and your ability to deal with whatever as the Queen of Wands, and being like more of a hot-headed Knight of Wands who just wants to get at people. You've stored this up for so long. I can't wait for them to come at me so I can get at them. It's not going to do you any favors. Your final card is Judgment. With Judgment showing up, it's all about allowing that pattern to go. Move on from that pattern. Move upwards from that pattern. The only way you're going to get there is by coming to terms with what gave rise to this pattern in the first place. The wound, the lack of self-confidence that has done that to you, because that is what you need to be healing with the Queen of Pentacles. You might want to bring in a healer. This could be a therapist, could be a different kind of healer. Could be that you want more readings on this. All of these things are possible, but I feel that you need to be getting more grounded as well. But you need to recognize where that's from so as you can start to move past it, move away from it, and not be caught in this ridiculous situation that isn't benefiting you, that is such hypervigilance, such defensiveness, that you give all this power away. Judgment is asking you to take that power back. Take that power back. Trust in who you are. With the Queen of Wands and with the Queen of Pentacles, your ability to go in if you need to, but not to be in that offensive or defensive stance. You're still grounded. You're able to look forwards, look upwards instead. And then you're able to step forwards with Judgment. Feel like something more, become something more. Allow this old pattern to die. I hope that makes sense for you, Scorpio. The next sign is going to be Sagittarius. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Taurus season. And please remember to like the video and share the video, everyone. Sagittarius. Sag. 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 Okay, Sag. You're seeing through someone's bullshit, Sagittarius. I feel like you suspected it all along, but now you're getting the confirmation, the clarification. They're doing what you thought they would, or they're exposing themselves in some way. And you're kind of like, aha, aha, aha. Gotcha. This kind of thing. I also feel like you kind of knew it all along. That's why it's confirmation for you. But it's like you've been invested in waiting for them to slip up, invested in waiting for them to slip up. And maybe this is the pattern that you're having to break at this time, because this locks you in other ways. I'm going to watch as they mess up, rather than just turn away and go somewhere else because you know they're not good for you and you know they're not right. Because you love being proved right. And this is like, it's still giving away power. It's still unnecessary. With the 9 of Wands, there's this need to just come back to yourself instead. Come back to yourself. Don't worry about that. Maybe you improved right. Maybe you've been vindicated. Fantastic. If you knew this was going to happen anyway, why did you have to spend so much time and energy fixating on them? It's trapping yourself. It's trapping yourself because you want to feel powerful and important in that sense. You don't need to be a Queen of Wands in this situation, Sagittarius. You don't need to be, oh yeah, I know everything. I'm in control. I'm better than they are. Watch what they're going to do. I know they're going to do that. I knew they were going to do that. Give yourself a round of applause for that, but it's kind of, it's a little hollow, a little empty, you know? And it actually ties you because it means that you waste so much time waiting for that. If you knew already, why were you waiting? Why didn't you just go and do something else? Be with someone else. Stop worrying about them. 8 of Swords shows up here. So it's like you couldn't leave this one alone. Maybe you still can't leave this one alone, but leave it alone. Leave it alone. If your mind is made up with the Knight of Swords, then leave it alone. Go and do something else. Go and invest your energy and your time somewhere better. Sagittarius. Bit of a hollow empiric victory otherwise, isn't it? Go and do something else. You see, I feel that you're allowing your mental process, your thoughts, your energy to be dominated by someone who's not worth it. Or maybe more than one person who's not worth it. That drains you and there's no need for it. So you need to reclaim your process. You don't need to like use all your time and your energy thinking about this person who you don't like anyway. For some of you, there are people from your past who you never liked. Maybe they did something wrong by you, but rather than release that and go and do something else, you've been sat there watching, waiting for them to do something wrong to someone else as well, so as you can be like, aha, yeah, there was that. I knew it. It's not actually helping you. It's not actually helping them. It's kind of a bit of a waste of your energy. You feel great in the way, oh, well, that's proved right. But it doesn't change anything, doesn't do anything, doesn't help you. I feel that you have to learn this now. It's about not staying around when things are already clear, when the writing's already on the wall. You don't need to sit around and wait around to be proved right. Just go and do something else. 7 of Swords shows up, so you are able to walk away. Be true to yourself. Be true to your own insights, your own knowledge, the things that you know to be true, rather than looking at them and waiting, spoiling for that fight. There's no need for it. It's just going to drain you. There's no need for it. And instead, you can move away with the 7 of Swords and go and do something else. This is about being true to yourself and not giving away any more of your time and energy to people who are simply not worth it. And when you know in advance they're not worth it, why are you doing it, Sagittarius? I hope that makes sense for you. The next sign is going to be Capricorn. 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 I'm enjoying the comments today. Thank you, everyone. Capricorn. Capricorn, Sun, Moon and Rising for Taurus season. Thank you, Trish. It's actually after 2 a.m. here now, believe it or not. Capricorn, let me see what you're dealing with. Okay, Capricorn. This is a little complicated for you, Capricorn. And it's kind of a relationship situation, but maybe not what you think at this time, because I feel you have healing to do before it can become a reality. I feel like you're at a certain stage with somebody and you want this to deepen so badly, but there is a wound and an unhealedness and maybe something from an old relationship or something that happened earlier in life, but it's stopping you from fully opening to them, even though you're sort of like, no, I'm open. I'm really open. I want this connection. I want this connection really badly. At the moment, that can't quite happen. There is something that you are still closing off, possibly on a subconscious level, Capricorn. Now, this connects to the King of Wands. So I feel this connects you to a fire sign energy. This could be Aries. This could be Leo. This could be Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. It's somebody who you're slightly in awe of, somebody who really impresses you, and you're trying to live up to them. You're trying to show yourself on this level as well. You're trying to show yourself as unflappable, on top of things, super effective, super creative, but you may not be admitting to yourself, let alone to them, this hurt that you need to work through that is meaning that you still close off. So you're quite showy on the surface, but actually I feel like for some of you, you might bolt if they actually really open to you. So you've got some healing to do. I don't feel like it's deep healing. I feel a lot of it's already done, but it's admitting the hurts of the past to yourself and seeing them now as a part of who you are, how they've shaped you, and being proud of and okay with that. Because at the moment, I feel there's that stuff in your past and you hold it off. You hold it off, or you don't fully integrate it. You're a bit ashamed of it, or maybe you introduce it as like a joke or some light-hearted humor, but you don't really accept it and integrate it for what it means and what it grows you into. As a result of that, with the Ace of Cups, you're not fully feeling. You're not fully open, even though you want to be. And part of that, I feel, as well, is your belief that you have to do it all alone and that you have to keep that separate from anyone who comes into your life. With the Two of Cups, I don't feel that you do, but I feel that you have to be open in full to yourself in order that you can share yourself in full. And that includes the wounds, it includes the hurts, it includes the things that you mask in order to try to match up to this person who's most likely a fire sign. But with the Three of Swords, I feel you need some support, or they need some support, but there are wounds for one or both of you to work through, Capricorn. This is important that neither of you tries to do it alone either. This is about being able to hold that space to be there for each other, as well as being there for yourself. Then I feel there can be more of an Ace of Cups to go with the Two of Cups. At the moment, that can't happen. This is unintegrated. Until it's integrated, this is never going to quite click. Hopefully you can reach in and see what that is. But this requires you to fully accept, acknowledge, integrate, and embody all parts of yourself and share that. You've nothing to be ashamed of. But at the moment, there's still this Eight of Swords. You don't feel able to fully do that. That's your work for this month, Capricorn. And that is what is then going to open you to that connection. You have to work through that wound and accept help and support as well. Because I feel this person can support you and you can support them, but you have to be willing to do that. I hope that makes sense for you, Capricorn. The next sign is going to be Aquarius. Aquarius, sun, moon, and rising for Taurus season. Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius. This might be an ending for you, Aquarius. I feel that there's an ending that you need to make, or a change that you need to make. And if you don't make it, you're playing a slightly dangerous game. You're tired, Aquarius. You're tired, and it's slowing you up. It's stopping you from being able to do new things or make adjustments, take things in new directions. And that's causing you a lot of difficulties, Aquarius, because I feel that you need more energy than this. Part of the reason you don't have that energy is because you're keeping it all to yourself. You're really closing off. And it's almost like you're closing off and you're waiting for someone to rescue you. If that makes sense to you, Aquarius. You're waiting for someone to rescue you, to come to your aid. But that's not going to happen like that. You need to take more control and responsibility, and you need to accept when you're tired. You need a break or a holiday, and you need to be with friends. Go out with friends. Go and enjoy yourself. Let your hair down. You've been so serious. So serious. No wonder you're tired. Like, oh, I'm going to keep doing this. And wait for someone to come in. Help me. Offer me love. Change everything. Giving away power, that sense, I feel. The Ace of Wands is coming up for you. With the Ace of Wands, you've got to break out of this. You've got to put to one side what's not working, what isn't working, what doesn't fit for you anymore. Not about the Knight of Cups. There isn't someone coming in for you to do this for you. This is about you, Aquarius. It's about you, and it's about your connections to other people, but they're not here to save you. They're here to be with you. They're here to help you to feel better, but you need to go and be with them. With the Three of Cups, go and enjoy yourself. Go and enjoy yourself, and then you'll feel freer and more able to make the changes that you need to. What have you been investing time and energy in that isn't moving, that is done, that is complete, that you keep going back to? What do you keep going back to, Aquarius, when it's finished? Bring that to an end. Bring it to a conclusion. Build on top of it. Sure, do new stuff with the experience that you've gained, with the knowledge that you've gained. But don't keep doing the same thing that is draining the hell out of you, Aquarius. Because otherwise that's being taken out of the equation anyway. You have the Tower coming in, Aquarius. So one way or another, this stops. One way or another, this pattern comes to an end. And it's far easier if you set fire to it yourself with the Ace of Wands and go and enjoy yourself with other people and do those new things and feel more yourself, than if you wait for the Tower to come in and to take everything up in flames, Aquarius. This is the choice that you have. You see, this comes, whatever this is that you've been investing so much energy in, comes to an end. And either you celebrate or you mourn. If I were you, I'd be celebrating. Three of Cups, Four of Wands. You're amongst good people. You can celebrate and you can build on this. Or you wait, you wait, you wait, you wait. And the Tower means it goes up in smoke. That's your choice. That's what comes in. It's not the Knight of Cups coming in if you keep doing this. It's the Tower. So take control for yourself with the Ace of Wands. You'll feel so much more alive. Celebrate what you've done, what's complete. Go out with the people around you, but then go and do something new or build on top of it. Don't keep thinking you can just do the same thing. It's not going to work that way for you this month, Aquarius. I hope that makes sense for you. The final sign is going to be Pisces. Pisces, your first card has dropped on the floor. That was quick. Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Taurus season. Pisces. Pisces. Thank you, Joelle. Okay, Pisces. Putting your dreams into action, Pisces. It's like you feel able to finally. I feel that like you've come so close to starting new things recently, building new things, taking on new things, approaching the things that you want to, and then you panic and you retreat and you go back. You've been feeling quite exposed, quite alone, but I feel that you don't need to at this moment in time, Pisces. So with the Ace of Pentacles showing up, it's time to stop dreaming, time to stop visualizing, time to stop wondering and get on and do it this month, Pisces. This is coming up very strongly for you. You are emerging, you are new, you are different. You can go after the things that you want. I feel for a lot of you, this is new work, or it's a move, or it's other things that you've wanted to put in place for a while. The plans are coming together and now it's action. You can do it. It's not about the 10 of Swords. So I don't feel like anything gets taken from you at all. I feel that you just have the space and the belief to finally go and act and do things at this time, Pisces. The 9 of Cups is showing up for you as well. This is the wish fulfillment card. This is about attracting the riches that you want, having the belief that the things you set out to do with the Ace of Pentacles can all be yours. Be wide open at this time, Pisces. Be wide open, but don't just sit back. With the Emperor showing up for you, go and do it. Blaze that path. Put things in place. You're building a new life for yourself, or at least big aspects of your life you are building. You are leaving something behind at the same time, Pisces. I feel this is a shift. It is a change. Yes, it's a change in your belief systems, but it's also a change in what you practically do. It's a new phase of life. So this may mean a change in work. It may mean a change in relationship. It may mean a change in home. You might be relocating, at least part-time. But it's also a change in your approach in general, where you get out of the dreams and into the reality. You're doing the work. You're doing the work. And with the 10 of Wands, you're moving away from what you've outgrown. And you're taking your wands with you. I don't mean it's going to be easy going, but you're taking them with you because you're like, I'm going here. This is where I want to be. This is going to be better. Had enough of that. The main difference for you this month, Pisces, is that you're actually doing it. You're making it a reality. That's tremendously exciting. This is a time when you can move into that power and you do not need to fear the 10 of Swords. You're not going to lose out here. This is the time when you dream big, but when you act as well. This is huge for you, Pisces. I hope that makes sense for you. That is all 12 signs for this month. Thank you all for watching through that. If you haven't liked the video and shared the video already, please do so. I have time to pull cards for 1 or 2 people. If anybody has a question for me, please pop it in the live chat and I'll see which of you I'm drawn to. Please remember to subscribe and enable notifications so as you never miss a live video. Please follow me on Facebook and on Instagram. please subscribe to my newsletter. If you'd like to book a personal reading so as we can go into proper detail on any situation in your life or anything that's come up, my details are in the box just below. If my work helps you, please think about leaving me a tip. My PayPal details are also in the box below. Okay, do I have any questions coming up at this time? Afra Princess is asking for a card for this week. Okay, Afra Princess. Anyone else has any questions, please pop them in the live chat. Your card has jumped out, Afra Princess. Okay. Your card coming up for you is the 9 of Cups, Afra Princess. I feel like you've not been following your heart enough. You have an idea of the things that you want, the direction you want to go in, especially in terms of love and where you want to live. But I feel like you're not doing much to go after it. You're sort of sitting there and waiting and waiting and waiting for the world to come to you, to prove you right, to show you right. But you're not taking much action at this time, Afra Princess. That is causing you difficulties. And a big part of that is that you kind of like, I want this. And then you're actually scared of the reality of it. You're scared of the feeling associated with it. So you have work to do that means getting in touch with your feelings, what's holding you back deep down, because you're not acting. You're not acting, you're waiting and waiting for other things to be done for you. It's a need to embody yourself, to follow your dreams, but you can only do that once you actually feel in to what's affecting you in order that you can clear those blockages and go after the things that you want, not just sit there waiting, but say the things that you want. Say the things that you want and go and make them a reality. That's the main message coming through for you. Obviously, if you'd like to go into more detail, please feel free to book me for a personal reading. Let me see if anybody else has any questions in the live chat. Sarah Dorian is asking, any message from my guides? Let me have a look for you, Sarah. Sarah Dorian. Okay. I feel like you know exactly what you need to do next, Sarah. Like there's all these possibilities, but there is one that you know is the thing that you need to do, the place that you need to go, your priority, your focus for this time. But you're not doing it yet. And you're not doing it yet because I feel that you are trying to over-rationalize this. And because you're over-rationalizing this, you're going, no, I have to know for sure before I do that work, before I go down that road, go down that line. Trying to be a King of Swords. But I don't feel that that is wonderfully helpful. You see, I feel that I feel that you feel like if I do that, I have to do it alone. I don't want to do it alone. I want somebody to come in and hold my hand and take me down that road with me. But I feel that this is one of those things that you need to face for yourself. With the Six of Crystals, it's kind of like you're sort of looking away, looking around, being, who's going to help me? Who's going to come with me? This is a real test for you. I feel that this is something you avoided for a little while. It has deeper roots, but this is also about you proving yourself to yourself. And it's about following your feelings. You know what you need to be doing at this time, Sarah. You absolutely know what you need to be doing. It doesn't sound like fun work. It sounds like it's an area of healing or something that you've been blocked from before, from a lack of self-belief. But I feel that there is this need at this time to actually trust that you are guided, that you can follow through on this by yourself, and you don't need to wait for other people to step in and hold your hand. You can deal with the strain with the 10 of Wands, and I feel you will take yourself by surprise and be able to move through this, to take on far more power. And you're going to really surprise yourself by how strong you emerge from this. But you need to do what you know already that you need to do. I hope that makes sense for you, Sarah. Hi, Janine. Were there any more requests for quick readings? If not, I'm going to wish you all a wonderful, wonderful evening, night, or morning, depending on where you are in the world. I'm going to thank you all for being here, for tuning in. I'm going to wish you all a wonderful, wonderful Taurus season. Before I go, suddenly Janine is saying, oh God, I met this guy, Zelda. Do you want to know about this guy, Janine? I can tell you about this guy quickly if you want me to. Would you like to know? Okay. Famous last words. This is for Janine. This is the final reading I'll do tonight. Oh God, I met this guy. Always a happy start, that. It's not bad, you know. It's not bad. Okay, Janine. You have the Four of Swords. You have the Star. You have the King of Cups. You're waiting for someone to give you the go-ahead. Maybe you're waiting for me to give you the go-ahead. That's entirely possible. You're like, oh, not yet. I'm still healing. I'm tired. You're overthinking a bit with the Four of Swords. You're trying to process everything through the mental space. But I feel that you're also open. You're open, but you can give yourself the go-ahead. You're in a place to handle this as the King of Cups. You're in a place to deal with this and carry yourself through. This guy is actually a little scared. He thinks he's going to lose you with the Ten of Swords. He's going to lose you with the Ten of Swords. And so he's trying to come back to himself and do the work and the things he's doing with the Seven of Crystals. But he's also going to have another go at romancing you with the Knight of Cups. Very, very interested in you, believe it or not. Leads you to a space of the Empress. Creative, powerful. possible family, possible kids with this guy, if you want that. If you want that. So I don't feel like you need to hold off in that sense. I feel like this guy isn't sure if you're that interested. I feel that he'll come back and show more interest in you, and then it's up to you whether or not you follow that, you pursue that. I hope that makes sense for you. That really is all the card pulls I can do today. Thank you all for being here. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, refer your friends. Please feel free to book a personal reading. Please feel free to make a donation or leave me a tip. Please follow me on Facebook and Instagram. Have a wonderful, wonderful Taurus season. I'll see you all again really, really soon. Thank you all for being here.